Off the top tonight here at 9 o'clock, we're tracking the tropics with a tropical development in the Gulf that could impact our weather later this week.
And let's bring in Storm Track 15 Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dan Romano tracking that tropical activity and what it means for us here in Acadiana. Dan?
Yeah, and right now it doesn't look all that great for us here in South Louisiana. We are looking at the prospect of tropical development with this particular wave. It's a broad area of low pressure at the moment, but it is showing signs that it could be becoming a little bit more organized. Right now it's about 150 miles off the coast of Florida, the Space Coast, specifically north of the Bahamas. It is slowly sliding to the west at maybe about 5 miles per hour, and it's expected to enter the Gulf waters roughly the next 24 to 36 hours. Now, the chances of development have increased both in the short term and down the road as well. About a 30% chance we'll see development by Wednesday, a 40% chance that we'll see development after that as it slides along the northern Gulf. Now, a lot has to deal with whether this system hugs the coast or slides down to the south, but there are growing concerns about the possibility of flooding rains impacting us here in Acadiana.
Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
And we're back, my friends, on this little interesting Monday evening. We'll start things off. Take a look at satellite and radar imagery. This is a zoomed in view of the east coast of Florida with the center of what we think is the center of what's called Invest 93L. Now, the concerning thing with this system is if you look closely enough, we're starting to see some showers and thunderstorms develop right around what is looking like the area of rotation that is trying to develop as we speak. And this is likely because the center of this system is beginning to move over the Gulf Stream, which is the warmest part of the Atlantic Ocean in proximity to Florida. And it is continuing to slide westward at about 5 miles per hour. And it is very possible that we could see a landfalling tropical depression moving onshore of Florida before or over the next 24 hours. After that, though, it has to move back over the open waters of the Gulf before we see further development. And there's a growing concern that that will occur. Right now, about a 30% chance that we'll see development within the next 24 hours by Wednesday evening, 40% chance of development beyond that. And that's an increase on both aspects, according to the National Hurricane Center. We're also seeing forecast models becoming a little bit more aggressive with the possibility of development. Take a look at this spaghetti plot, and now this shows some more forecast models that are jumping on the trend of possible development. And furthermore, you notice how they're heading toward Louisiana, which obviously creates concerns about the possibility of a system moving our area. Now, the question is, how far south of the coastline does this system trek? The farther south it goes, the more likely we'll see development. Regardless, it is expected to move westward, and whether it develops into system or it doesn't, the greatest concern with this system will be in the form of rain. In fact, as we take a look at the flash flood threat as we head into Thursday, there are concerns across southeast portions of Acadiana that we are looking at a 15% chance of flash flooding occur within 25 miles of any given location. This far out, that's a bit of a concern in itself. And you can see how expansive it becomes as we head into Friday. So there's a growing concern that we are looking at some heavy rain across Acadiana.